That field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. On first and goal, Howard. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Taking it in from a yard out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, that's a solid opening drive, and nothing fancy there at the end, just pounded in.
That felt like old school football, didn't it? All right, down at the goal line, and not only were they able to punch it in, as you just emphasized, they did it against a goal line defense that's stacked to stop the run. So if you're on that offensive side of the ball, you feel great about yourself right now. You're actually able to dominate a group that expected you to run the ball and still punched it in.
Fielded about a yard deep. The 20. Jarvis Landry. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. From one end zone to the other, 101 yards. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, there you go. They gave up the score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players. Attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Play action. Now Wentz. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And it's second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On the delay, it's Howard. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Wentz now to throw. And Jeffrey's got it. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 41-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Howard, 41 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
Well, how many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
They run again on first down. Chubb. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 29, Mayfield over the middle to Beckham. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, 29 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup. This is Howard on second down. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. reminder, coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 36.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Howard, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
You can't get past me.
From the 27, Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now Wentz. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Wentz to throw for it on 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
Wentz now on first down. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Waiting.
They'll run with Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, as the first half is winding down, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Wide open receiver complete. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Good. 20. Don't let it breathe. Don't let it breathe.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. He's going to look deep now for Landry. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for Cleveland. 41 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Now Hunt. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Kareem Hunt taking it in. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where script.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, 76 yards. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here. To throw is Wentz. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
Play fake. Mayfield. That's complete to Demetrius Harris, the tight end. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Demetrius Harris, 29 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And we are all tied at 28. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On play action, Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. This is caught by Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game, and he can break big plays like that. And we've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders, and Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They go with Howard again. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 24-yard line. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. 120. Let's go. Let me know what you got.
On 1st down, Wentz. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Oh, look at the strength.
No.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Now Wentz. The quick slant caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Elliott now to add the extra point. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started, and they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed.
Now Mayfield lost the football, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter.
Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew. So I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Hat on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Who said the crowds wouldn't embrace football being back in L.A.? You certainly couldn't tell that by what we saw a few moments ago. These folks are pumped up as their Rams get set to do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Go. 180. 54. Here we go.
first carry now for Jordan Howard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, with that continuity.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, 64 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms, because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Goff will lead the Rams up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. Wave goodbye. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, 75 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run with Howard. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that
play. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now a carry for Sanders. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
On first down, it's Howard, and this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
On second down now, it's Howard. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Wentz going to go on 4th down. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, 33 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7.
14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Goff. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 42.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Like 20. I hope you brought your left because I'm about to take you to school.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley. He scored on the ground and through the air as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Zerline connects on the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
On the stop was Aaron Donald. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Running with Howard. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Listen. Two-drop
Now a play fake. Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Fowler. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Eagles' 33-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Malik Jackson, the 6'5" D tackle with a sack.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Goff. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
At the 18-yard line.
Mike 20.
Mike, number 53. Mike 53.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And it's caught for a Rams touchdown by Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks there to make the grab as his guys are able to regain the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. His throw incomplete.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That would be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. Throwing now is Wentz. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They do go for it. It's Wentz. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Incomplete. A feed to leave on the coverage.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now Wentz again. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Rams take over 1st and 10.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Man, I got you.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, this will be taken short. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets them up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Check. Go, cut. 180.
53. I'm here on check.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. Fancy footwork at the 45. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. Gurley, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Stop your
On 2nd and 9. Goff. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Here's Johnny Hecker now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They go play action here on first down. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Elliott on for the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game, 21 apiece.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now Goff. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Goff. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A Ram first down as Goff finds Kupp.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. It's a pickup of 6, and that is going to do it for this third quarter.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, they run with Gurley. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
3rd and 2.
Mike. 180. Mike. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
To throw is gone. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. Off in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's gone. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Goff. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 25-yard line.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Goff now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Gurley. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Here's Gurley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 10-yard touchdown run. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. They do tack on the extra point as well, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll run on first down. Howard. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way.